Okay, I guess this is not working as it should be. Refresh. Copy current link address, and there is so much background noise. And now this should do. And this is a bit messed up, I believe. I don't want it to look like this. Any other way to fix this? Live chat pop out. If I'll remove all of these and okay. Now it's broken. Sign into chat. Properties and no access to OBS. Okay, this is a bit messed up, so we're gonna hide it. Okay, so welcome back people, welcome back to another stream, and today we'll be continuing with the trick box. Yesterday we reached pretty far, not pretty far, but we found two subdomains, and there was one domain that was pretty interesting, and its name was the pre-prod payroll. There we found that it has the SQL vulnerability. From there we found the username and password, but we are not sure what we're gonna use that for, cause the only thing we are able to find the XSS, but we are not able to accomplish with that XSS. Other than that, what have we found? We haven't got anything else other than that. So for now, that's all what we have in our pocket. So let's see what we can do with this box today. And as I've heard that this has multiple ways to solve it, so let's keep digging and see what we can find. Okay, back to the box, and just an FYI, I might leave in between. Mom is not feeling well, so if any calls come and I have to leave, I'll immediately leave. So let's get started with the box. I hope my audio is clear. And there we go. And it's been 16 hours up. So let's go here. Machine is connected. CD, we're gonna go to the media. And here is the trick. Cleared this ls, what we have. Okay, this is interesting. We got the old output and stuff, but we don't have the output in any sort of files here. That's weird. Because of this flag -o, or let's see what this flag do. -h pipe grep write output to the file, and -I don't create output file if we don't have any results, default false. But we do have the results, and we don't have a single file that is containing any sort of result. Okay, I guess we need to change the output way here. -od directory path to store matched results to. I need to look into these different types of output methods. Okay, no problem. We'll check that. Let's clear this, and so far we have, I'm doing like not pretty good, not pretty bad, so it's in between. Mom is not feeling well, so I'm not sure if how long I'll be able to keep up with the stream today, so I might leave in between. Just an FYI. Okay, we have so much information here. I was able to get the machine access, and let's create the table. Username and password. She had the operation a while back and now she's feeling pain for some reason. Not sure why, but something might have happened. So I don't know. We'll see if she can pull the night today. Even I was to doctor today also, so tomorrow I might go to doctor and again and ask some tests. So it's all up to tomorrow, or maybe if I have to leave in emergency, then it is for emergency. Only hospital are available at night, nothing else. It is weird. Situations happen, brother. That's how life works. We cannot do much, and I totally forgot, like, to request people, if you're new here, consider subscribing. If you're older one, like the video, share the video with others. And even if you are older one, still like and share and subscribe. Doesn't do bad, right? So that would be pretty helpful for the support. Thank you. Okay, that's the only thing I look for, the support, and support matters. We have the request, we have the access, sorry, SQL, we have the access, but we are not able to execute the accesses. So let's try if we can do that today. Although I'm pretty sure it won't be working, but what if worked, right? And power on the burp suite. Put it in the side. Start the burp suite. Let's see if we can get some sort of suite here. I was interested, like, the people, those who watch, what do they do? Like, are all of them are students, or there are some professionals also? I was thinking about it laterally, so I'm not sure how many people are watching and what do they do. We have the username, copy, paste, and password, login. We had the accesses in the position list. No, department, employee list, payroll list, allowance list. Yep, it's in the allowance list. So let's try and add another XSS over here. Yeah, I know about you. I'm just thinking about others, the others who watch. If I will do script src is equal to, I think it was like this, etc/password. It's script and slash script. Save it. Oh, description needs something. Let's see if this can pull out the data, or it's just me who don't have enough knowledge to work around with this. Did it pull anything? We gave the XSS and over here it accepted it. Let's see what's the response here. Give me a sec, got an email. Anything interesting? Let's see if anything interesting we have found. So far, nothing. Nothing. Let's go back and put it over the repeater. Close this and turn on the follow redirection. And source. Let's try with this. Send. Refresh. Okay. New data set. What if I'll do nothing here and now send it? Refresh the page. Okay. And this time we don't have any sort of option. That means it must have executed. Not sure though. Let's see if this actually worked. No output. Let's see if anything related to root. Nope. /etc. Password. Nothing. Even this doesn't say anything. Source this. Script tag got closed itself. Back to the repeater. Instead of double quote, let's go with the single quote if that works. And it didn't work, but it did trigger something. We didn't got any sort of entry, right? And it says 404 not found. I think we have messed up with the page and it's not able to load some stuff like this. Okay, let's try with this then. It does says 404, but it's also running for some reason. And what's the status now? Still 404. Proxy repeater. Let's do with this then. Send it. Doesn't give any sort of output. Yep. Yes. Follow. Again, the same status. We have the access, but we're not able to pull anything out. But if I will do something similar and try to call like this 10.10.16.3 over port 80 and turn on the server python 3-m and http dot server 480 enter. And if I will send it, will I get a ping back? Send, refresh. We didn't got any sort of back hit. HTTP :/ sent. And if I will do this also, will I get hit back? Okay, we got one this time. So most probably we will get the hit. No, we're not getting any sort of hit back. What's missing here? Are we missing up something in recon? Full screen, refresh. And we do have the XSS here. Let's see. Where is it? Payloads of all thing, XSS injection, bypass, common WAF, we don't need that. Intruder. Live flow, don't use XSS1 for XSS. Pretty straight. But I want to pull out something. There isn't any payload that can help us pull the data. Document.domain. I don't think this gonna work, but let's give a shot. Here, select this hole, paste it, and send it. Okay, we got one. Refresh this. Yep. It did seems to work. But I need to check this one. Render etc data. This is our payload. Table panel. It doesn't seems to be working. Or I'm an idiot who is not able to make it work. Okay. Let's see what else we can find here. Close it. And we will use the link Groppler. We have user payload, payroll, home employee, allowance, departments, IT department, programmer, HR department. I feel there should be something else here which we are missing. Position, department, direction, users. What are we missing? /etc/password. That won't work. $200. Give me something, bro. Okay, we can try another way, which is SQL injection, but we're gonna perform the command injection here. We have the MySQL. Let's see if we have anything relevant to the commands here. Yep, here. So what we can do, let's check for something easy. We won't be able to connect with the service because service is not public. For the MySQL, we have the public service only for the SMTP and the SSH and DNS. We don't have any other service that's public right now, and we have verified few usernames. MySQL read content of the file, union select all, and this. Let's see if this works. If I'll go here and put the colon here, will it throw the SQL error? It didn't. So what possibly we can do is put it back to its place, put this back to its place, go to here, and we're gonna look for the login request. This one? No, not this one. I think we started the burp. No. We are using it from the very beginning, right? This is the one. Yep. Send it to the repeater. And we're gonna give this the injection here with the single quote, union all and whatever. Send. We got something messed up here. Or union all, maybe this. Maybe and. Okay. Cut. AAA. Paste it here. And okay, this is weird. We're not able to pull any sort of data with the request, but we need a request to make it send us some data that we can read properly. This is the trickier part, cause the injection we had that worked, but what's not working is the file we are trying to read. For that, I believe we can use MySQL then. Not able to find anything else further. but we can give a shot to hashtag automatic SQL injection to try and run the commands or try read the files of the system. Alex, you're still watching? So I want to know, like, you did the same thing? Like, you tried to read the file from here? I just want a yes or no. I don't want any other response. And see if that works. Read the file using SQL map, and we gonna go automatic, and I guess we already have this. I'm asking, like, when you was over here and you don't have the further step to work around, so did you use the same command as me to make it spit out the system files, or you did something else? Give me a sec, let me check on the mom. Yeah, either using SQL map or trying any other like payload that can read the files. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try the SQL map and see if that can read the files there. So we're gonna do SQL map, almost same stuff. The parameter, I guess, gonna remain the same. Levels we can skip or we can leave it there. We need to define the database, do we? I'm forgetting what the flag was for reading the file. TLDR SQL map. Okay, this does not contain, so SQL map hyphen double h pipe grep file store dump file to the custom files. No, we don't want that. Yep, this one. Let's paste, and for this we're gonna provide it with the /etc/hosts. Press enter. And let's wait and see if this works. And it says, do you want to confirm that the remote file as the host has been successfully downloaded here? And if I'll do cat paste enter, it is working. It is working. I don't want the command syntax. I was asking I use SQL map to read the files. Okay, same. So I'm using the same trick, right? Got it. Okay, this worked. Do we need to give the perimeter and stuff here? Like if I will check for the etc password and remove this levels and other stuff, enter, will it still be able to pull out the file? Okay, I guess it is doing that. Pretty damn big file, etc password, but it is working. SQL map is a good tool, but the problem is they won't let us use it in the exam. No problem, we have time. Okay, it's working, so we will go all the way down. Let's try to read the file using the SQL map command. Let's add here how we can read the files. Total 2, read the system file if the SQL read system read function is enabled. And what we're gonna do here is add a damn long snip, and there we go. And here also. Let's try and read the file. It has fetched. Cat paste enter. pipe grep bash. There we go. And now we have the officials user. SQL map -h command. Okay, let's try this too. Instead of reading the files, can we run the commands here? ls, enter, and see if we can run the commands. Lovely. What if I will do ls-la, enter? Okay, it's not entertaining that. What about if I'll put that into a single quotes? Enter. Will it be able to fetch the data logs? I don't think this will be much helpful though. Dump allowance CV logs. Okay, nothing much. It's not able to run the commands. But if I will do who am I, enter. Double quotes. Says not found. Who am I? And again, this didn't work. Let's also try run the command if that's possible. Oh. And it didn't work. So what we can do now is try to look for sensitive files and try to read what we can get from there. files like we already have the user file, but what we need is something different that can help us progress further. For example, file like etc/hosts to check any other host that's sitting there. What other file we can try? /use no /home /Michael /user.txt. I'm not sure if we'll be able to read it though. But here goes nothing. Let's give a shot. No data retrieved. That means we don't have the user that is trying to retrieve the data don't have the permission to read this data, and the user that we are trying to encounter right now is somewhat problematic here. Can we write the file and read that, and in the process of reading can we get the RC of the system? Here goes nothing. But writing a file could be tricky because we need to lift a certain file to put it there. Let's see if this has write file using the SQL map. Write and use script. Nope. Don't be a noob. What's up? Hola. You good? We have SQL here. No, I don't want any hint. I have few stuff in my mind because the server related things can be considered. We have the user that we usually check. We have the server information that we can check. We have SMTP related information that we can check. And it is whenever your mood is good, start with defensive security. How to start? Start grabbing stuff that interests you, start digging in it. Basically start with total basic, start learning how the operating system works, how the Linux works, how the command system works, how the Windows works, in the Windows how the shell works, and how you can use multiple commands, how you can use the regex in there to get the answer faster. Once you're done with that, start learning how the network works. You don't need to dig deep into the network, but when you are or you want to specialize in the network, then you should consider that. Then you can try looking around for the web. Do I have to be good at network because I'm starting offensive security from programming? The network is the base of everything that's running over the internet. So yes, you need to be good at that. You should be able to understand what is the TCP protocol, what is the UDP protocol, how these two protocols work, what is the HTTP, what is HTTPS, how the DNS works, how the SMTP works. So basically there are multiple stuff in the network tab. If you'll see, there are multiple ports. There is FTP, there is SMTP, there is telnet, there is SSH, there is DNS, DHCP, there is a Gopher, HTTP, Kerberos, so on. So you need to understand how these small things work to make it work together and make it work for your own benefit. So yes, it is required. You also have to be able to understand topologies like network, or those stuff is required when you are too deep into the network security only. You're not lurking around for the application, you're not lurking around for the any other type of security stuff. Understanding the topology can help you how the environment has been built. If you are solely working over the network penetration test, that can help you. If you're working in the intranet and you want to understand how the whole network is set up, then that is good thing to consider. That will help you understand how you can run around in the network. I learned basic of network, then I started practicing the hack the box. Honestly, learning long practice is great. I learn most of things while solving boxes. I'm actually in the same boat. Not in the same boat, I would say. I used to do the same, and I still do the same, because when I'm learning something and I'm side by side performing that certain actions, I'm able to make sense out of it, why it is working and how it is working. Like it can work both sides. If you're good at understanding when you're reading, and then you can perform the practicals. If you are working on the other side, if you're good at practical and you want to understand afterward what something is working, how it is working, then you can do that approach too. So it is depends how your brain works or how you feel comfortable by yourself. Mine was first try what is working, and then I'll start reading how that is working and why it is performing those certain actions. Example trick box. Any other help? We are not able to read this file, so I believe we have the Nginx over here. So let's see. Locate. It's over the Nginx, right? If I'm not wrong. Yep, it's over the Nginx. Let's copy this Nginx, and there should be the Nginx config file. Common config. Okay, there are way too many files here. Defect Dojo, no. Nginx config.d, maybe. Proxy param, I think this is the one I need to check. Enter. Can you give me a recommendation of try hack me or hack the box subscription? I would say go for the try hack me. That is the best place to learn if you're a total beginner. They have like the whole graph setup there, how you can go step by step into the problem. And try hack me, don't go for the lab directly, go for the academy stuff first. Try solve the academy of the try hack me, then start looking for the labs there. Cause try hack me contain basic and theoretical and practical both, and academy contain theoretical stuff but in more cleaner way, that you will be able to understand how something is working and how you can make sense out of that something. If you want, I can drop the affiliate link in the chat. Maybe that will give you the 20% off if you're using the if you want to try the academy. But I don't have it right now available, so you have to wait for that. I will drop it soon in the description, all the descriptions that I have so far, so it won't impact any of the stuff. Okay. Nginx. Default config files. etc. So we can try these two. This doesn't contain anything good. The pop service, there is IMAP. Anything else? Defect Dojo not gonna work. Config.d. How long have you been in cybersecurity? If you're looking for my personal experience, I am here for more than 10 years. Around 10 years. It's about to happen 10 years. I'm not only interested in the red team, I'm also interested in the blue team, so I do the both side of work. This file is not there. Or I would say I try to do the both side of work. I'm interested in both place. Proxy param site available. That might work. Why not the red team? I didn't say I'm not interested in the red team. I am interested in the red team, but I'm also interested in the blue team. You can say I'm more of a purple team guy, because I want to understand what was the cause, how something happened, and if I'm trying something, how that can be impacting other stuff. So I am trying both sides. If I'm performing some sort of payload, if that's getting bypassed, what was the reason why it's getting bypassed? I try to look for in the WAF if that certain hash is there. If it's not there, I'll try to include that hash into the database and further and further stuff. So wait, mom is calling. Bro, I am here. Mom is not feeling good, so I have to take care of her too. Give me a sec. Okay, back. She's having pain in her stomach after the operate. I only have 1 year before graduation from college. Can you recommend any effective time that I can use to learn cybersecurity, since now programmers' salary have started to decrease significantly? That's where you're wrong. The programmer's salary has not been decreased. It's just the tech stack that the industry now require is different. So it's just you have to be creative with your work. If you look for the freelancer website, you will see that there are still so many companies, so many businesses that are looking for developers. It's just the limitation that you're putting on yourself, that it's not paying, or whatever the reason you're not able to fetch the good amount of money from the industry, I would say. It's just you need to learn around new tech stack that the current global companies required, because you cannot remain same with the certain tech stack. No one now use the HTML and CSS basics. They use the libraries, or they use the frameworks, right? Nowadays the React Native is on the air. There is this Node.js. There is more work related to the APIs. You should be able to understand how the APIs work, how you can call the data. You should be good with the MongoDB. You should be good with the databases. So there is auth that you need to understand how you can set up the auth. If you're particularly wanted to go for the programming, there is like variety of stuff there is that person can understand, person can learn and have good amount of money. But even if you'll see that after some time this tech stack is going to get old, and industry will look for something new that they can level up with. So it's not about that the programming or programmer salary has been decreased. It's just that the tech stack has been changed. The industry now requires. Access logs. Let's see if there is any sort of access log here. And this access log is gonna blast the computer off, I believe, because there are going to be so many records of tinkering in the Nginx. Common config files. We can check the dpkg, but I don't know if that's gonna be helpful. Let's see. Grep conf. Defect dojo. We don't want Nginx config. We have already checked. Fast CGI config we haven't checked yet. This is all from the Niggly template, which we don't want. Permax, same stuff. We don't want that. Do I have something related to the Nginx here? Let's say tools and technologies. Does this have the Nginx here? Yes, this has. And main config file. This is the main config file that we can check. Let's see. I think we have already seen this file, haven't we? Because this was the very first file that we checked. This is the one. Similar block. Create one of the specific server block. Config specific server block equivalent to Apache virtual host via the command. Okay, so site available. Let's see if there is anything like that here. Site available. This is gonna be a directory, it's not gonna be a file, so that might cause some sort of issue here. Create a symbolic link to enable a site. Yep, I was right. There are gonna be way too much data to read. I hope you got my point. Proxy parameters, proxy param. Yeah, this is a file. This is a damn big file for the logs. We can check for the proxy params. So much data. In real work, you often use Linux or Windows OS. I use Linux most of the time. I hardly come down to Windows until unless it is some server that need to be assessed as a Windows, and even in there I prefer to use the PowerShell instead of writing or click stuff. So yeah, more of time Linux. Windows is good for the base work like creating multiple VMs and stuff. And it's still going data, man. I think I have dropped a X on my feet here. I shouldn't have done that. If it is gonna work like this, I don't know how long we going to work on this box. It's gonna be a never-ending box. 300-kilometer long jam. Stuff is going crazy nowadays, isn't it? I don't know how long this is gonna work. Blue team is SOC security. Yes, it is SOC security. And it's actually pretty fun if you look at that. I would say the person who is in red team is... No, actually, it doesn't matter which field you're coming from the red team or blue team. If as long as you are able to understand the concepts in any of these fields, you will be able to work around in the both fields. So this doesn't limit your capabilities in any matter. It's just how you can think around the problems. If you'll check how the Cloudflare works, you need to configure it properly. If you need to check how Akamai works, you need to configure it, and how the rules work, how you set the rules, what could be the conditions, how frequently you're updating stuff, what sort of logs you're getting, how many malicious hits you're getting, what's the bot activities, what's the real user activities. You have to identify all of this into SOC. While you're doing that, you need to also be aware of how you can prevent the attacks that are getting attempt even in the network or on the network in many ways. Nowadays people are more of into the cookie based attacks, where they are trying to bypass the cookies, they're trying to manipulate the cookies, they're trying to use multiple types of header injection that can bypass the checks. So yeah, blue team is on another rocks. That's the whole different environment when you start messing around with the tools, when you try to mess around with the data, or when you try to mess around with the what do we say that when you try to mess around with the logs. Reading logs is just pure bliss. You need to understand how the regex works at its best, cause sometime what you're trying to read from a certain data set, like we're trying to pull out the log right now, so you have to be specific what's your need in that log and what you want to work around in that log. If you're looking for certain information, you should be efficient enough to create a regex or use multiple tools to like make the information, large information, into small piece, so it should be easy to access. For example, if you see that there are attempts made on the post request, you should have the ability, or you should be able to understand how the regex work and how you can just pull out the post requests, rather the get request from another asset, and you should be able to sort out how you can check the post request based on certain asset. So yeah, it is fun when you check at that site, and I'm just talking about how we are doing this with the web application traffic, not how we are doing with the system logs. Even system logs generate the security alerts, and the system also logs your activity, what sort of action you're performing, when the error occurred, what sort of error occurred, when you download a certain file, when you didn't download certain file, when you try to access certain endpoint, and so on. So system knows everything you are doing. It get logged over the system, every single step you make on the system. Doesn't matter if it's a Windows or Mac or Linux, there's always something new. So for me to apply for a job as an IT security guard, I have to convince myself by having a certificate. No, you don't need certificate to get into the industry. You need certificate to raise into the industry. You can get in with your solid skill set, but when you're looking for a raise, when you're looking for increment in your pays, when you're looking for increment in your position, then the certificates plays a good role there. And certificate also like give us surety that you are person that can do a certain job. So no, your question's answer. But if you have one, you will be one of the priority person for the job role. Reason, the tools that HR use, those tools work on the keyword basis. If your resume, if your CV does not contain certain keywords, there is high chance that your resume gets skipped and it won't count as one of the appliers. And even if it does, your priority will be low than the other person who has the certificate. Doesn't matter if you have good skill, but it's pure luck who can get the job and who cannot. Sometimes people with good skill set don't get the job, but the people with certification get the job. And sometimes I have seen that those who have good certification don't get a job, but the person who has good skill set gets the job. What company needs is solutions. If someone can sell the solution, they're good to hire. But sometimes it is more of how many people you can put and how much work you can do. That's the part of how service-based companies work. In the product-based company, they look for a solution. If you can provide the solution, you're good to go with them. I don't know how much you're considering it as an information and less of a yapping. SMB-user-password-r share name-a pass config pass user. This works. SMB map-u-password-share name. Like, why on your first day you're looking for the share name here? The one I use, give me a sec. You're talking about the SMB, right? Let's see the SMB here. SMTP, there should be SMB. SMP here. Where the hell is SMB? SMB, Samba. SMB. There we have it. If I'll check here the command for SMB map, this is the one that I use to check the permission, what sort of file access the user have. One, two, three, space, change, and over here too. So what are you currently trying to look for? That what varies? SMB get, it's 4 nodes. I don't know how to download multiple files at once. Okay, to download multiple files at once from the SMB, you need to use this. If your SMB allows you, you can use any of this. So here, there is SMB get. Using this, you can download multiple files in one go. Else, if you have the SMB access right now and you are into the SMB connection, you can use this prompt, then recursion. You can turn on the recursion, then perform the mget asterisk and press enter. It will start dumping all the files into your current working directory. I hope this helps, cause for me it's not helping. It's just keep dumping the damn data. If I'll interrupt it, will it break the data? I guess yes. If I want to download config password and user file which are on different directory, then if I want to download config pass and user file which are on different directory, you're talking about different directory or you're talking about different share of which you don't have the access? Like if you're looking for a certain file that you can read and write, you don't want to download multiple files, you can still use the mget and declare the okay. So you can just specify the mget and give the directory name, like whatever the directory name is, like Pokemon, and slash, press the asterisk. Now it will start dumping all the data from here. Or you can, rather trying this attempt, you can just directly go to the directory using the cd and perform the mget asterisk if you have the access of that directory. If you don't have the access of directory within the share, it won't dump the data from there. That means you need to look for another way to access that certain files, because sometimes what happen, if you're looking for some file, that file don't have the permission to read for that certain share. Only some specified user can read that data. That I have seen many times. Okay, so let's go here and try to read not the access logs, which is gonna take forever. We can check the proxy param and Okay, it's pretty late here too. It's 11:10 right now here. I'm trying to dump config files like any of these, but there are directories of which I don't know what sort of file it will be holding. So site available, I guess I'll try to dump if there is a file with the name of trick, although I'm sure it won't do the justice there, but let's see if it will do. And don't spoil the box for me. I will do cat on this. Server name and this sector. I guess this is what I can read here, right? Let's see. So far I have tried to read the user data and stuff, but nothing worked. Let's try the site available default and see if this can help us in any manner. And I got a message over the Discord and dang. Okay, it seems we got something. Let's try cat. What do we have here? We have server name trick.htp. Then we have server name. Okay. Okay, we have another subdomain here. Got it. No. Don't. Actually, this is pretty handy when you have nodes that's pretty clean like this. I know where I can check the default server block config file, so I just need to put that there. I was just being an idiot to try to crawl all the all the log file, access log file. So that was a bad thing to do. You can check in the Nginx doc here what you want to look for. Okay. And I believe we're gonna need the snip again, and starting from here itself till here. And we can snip this too and snip this too. And here we have dumped a pretty good file of the Nginx, which is this. let's cat this file and see what it has for us. Too many. Okay, it's not theirs. Then cat, wrong spelling will create confusion and stitch. Go it up and there we go. Remove the unnecessary gaps here. And in this file we have found another subdomain called, what the hell does it called? Pre-prod marketing, which is new. Let's see if, let's add it into the etc/hosts and see what we can get from this subdomain. Okay. Let's add this new domain subdomain into the etc/hosts. We can clear stuff and do the sudo manage hosts. Kali, we're gonna append something and append in 27, and it's gonna be the market this. Enter, and we have it there. Okay, let's add the snip here too, because this is pretty big output with multiple host names. snip. Let's run the puff on this subdomain and try surf alongside and see what the website holds. Now, Alex, tell me I'm on right track now? Or I can do something else here too. Of scan for the trick here. Go all the way up, copy this, get here, paste it, and it's gonna be the pre-prod marketing or just marketing. Copy this, paste it here. We have the file set up. What we gonna do? Yep, we need to change this, right? So for this we was using puff-h pipe drep hyphen no o only, and it says directory path stored match result hyphen od, I guess. I don't know if this gonna create something new, but who knows. Clear. Is it creating any sort of... okay, it is creating cd market ls. Okay, this is a mess. Not exit cd dot. We need to cancel this back here and again do this. It should be hyphen f for the format, and we need this format output into the MD format and enter. And if I will do ls marketing, rm-rf ls. Okay, I guess we are still on the wrong path. Output to file. Okay, it should be something like this, I believe. So we need to update the template here, and the template is going to be into not a CTF, it's going to hack the box lab in open into new tab, and over here it's gonna be okay. Over here it's going to be the file name, and this looks good. Template has been updated. Now we will copy this again and clear everything, press enter, and if I will do the ls here, it's not creating any sort of file now, but it will create the file as it says the output file name is this. So it will dump a new file. Let's check in the previous output. Does it have any sort of output file mentioned here? And it does not have. So that's the reason why we didn't got any sort of output from these files. This means we can remove it from here. We can remove it from here too, because we don't see any sort of output being generated here. And we can remove it from here too. We are all the way down. I dumped the nginx config file. I think I have already answered this question. It's the site available default, which was containing another subdomain, which I believe is going to be a part of this. So if I will try visit it, remove the cropper and the stuff, paste the URL, enter. It says business oriented. Guys, you guys are having fun? I'm not sure. Try communicate so one can understand how you are guys feeling when you're watching someone else content. It didn't load the image. I believe it should have something here, or maybe it is empty actually. Okay, it's a garbage website then. And I messed up. Copy. Now because of this, I won't be able to do anything here. Here we have this page on this website. We need to surf more to see if we can find something here. By the time we get the results of can output. There is service. Let's do this and see what all links are here. We have the facebook.com link, we have the templatemo.com, we have Twitter, we have some weird endpoints too, but these all seems to be the pretty base URL. Contact. But this URL contains the parameter. Let's see if this can help us get the LFI. Did it? Flow. And here. It didn't render anything, right? Is it working? It didn't got blocked, right? Slash data slash data slash. Enter. View page source. We didn't got any output here. It seems to be doing something, but at the same time it's not doing anything. That means let's try this. Enter. Sync command PHP. This is interesting. I will do this. It's not presenting me with anything. Any hidden URL like admin? No. User login. Nothing interesting found here. But we do have the marketing here. Do we need to check for any other subdomain? Let's see. Let's try to look for more subdomains or vhost under the preprod -asterisk dot trick dot htp and see if we can find any new subdomain. For that, we are going to use the buff again, and it's gonna be of hash vhost pipe and sh. Not sure if it will work or not, but we are just giving it a shot. It's going to be here, and we're gonna fuzz this place, and it's gonna be this filter. We don't know yet, so we will remove it, but it's gonna be part of it, so we will paste it here, press enter, and it's creating the load of noise fs 500 for 5480. Press enter. There is marketing, there is a payroll. I think we are in the marketing right now. Yes. Payroll we have already added, so we don't need to check that. My shell is dead. Whoa, it is working. That's weird. I wasn't expecting it to working, because whenever I do the was this flame shot screenshot, and whenever I get that pop-up, it always break the screen for some reason, because of the boundary restrictions, I guess. So far there isn't any new subdomain, so we are good with this, I guess so. I'm trying to read the wrong file then. What about the hosts? Host. It's not giving any sort of error. That's what's making it weird, because it's entertaining all the files, which it shouldn't be doing. So password. No. Shall we try it over the another endpoint? Maybe that will work. Sometimes one endpoint remains secure, but not all of the endpoints are secure. But still, that shouldn't make any difference, because we are eventually working over the index.php instead of any page.php or something. But if I will do this, parameter poisoning, and it's not working. Anything else? So far, no new subdomain and no new endpoint. Give me a sec. Let me check something. What does these have in common here? Or maybe uncommon here. There is a root, war marketing, and now it seems it's throwing garbage again. Which wasn't expected, but let's let it. We have the server name here. There's a payroll, there is a market. Index is same, try this URI, getting the same stuff. CGI for CGI php.config, run php michael.shock. What this file is for, it contains some sort of pass here. Let's let the one side finish, then we will check the other file that we just discovered what it was there. For some reason we just ignored it. For CGI file, it's a parameter file. Okay, what sort of parameter it will be containing? Pretty nice. I think we can check that there. Oh, it's not much of a difference right now. You're just 10 or 20 minutes earlier here. It's 11:43 here. Actually, my mobile phone is not bad as in camera. It's pretty good, right? It has the autofocus system, which I'm liking. Okay, now it's just spitting the garbage. No new subdomain, so we can clear it out. And no new subdomain. Let's check back the config file. Let's again and see if we find anything different there. And in there we have fast something, fast params, which we didn't check. Let's dump them this time and see if they contain something new or interesting. More SQL map dump for fast CGI params of Nginx config file. We don't have anything here, which means we are wasting our time. Let's try SQL map, and this time we will try to read these and see. I'm not sure if it will be able to read that file because that does not contain the whole path for some reason. Yep, it's not containing the whole path. We need to look for locate Nginx grep sock. Ouch. Locate .sock file. And there are many. Run.php. Does this contain anywhere under the PHP? There is man. Pipe. Grep PHP, enter, and there is none. How can we fetch this file? Fast CGI param. Let's try locate this. Okay, it starts from the Nginx. ls, if I will do shish, paste, enter. Okay, so we don't need to do much, I believe. Then paste this, enter, and this should just dump it out. Which I believe is anything wrong here. I'm gonna turn it off in next 10 minutes. I'll be leaving. Once we'll have the information related to the fast CGI perms, and we have got the new output. Cat paste enter. Query strings content type CGR remote version etc. Require if PHP was built with enable for CGI redirect. Status 200. Is it medium or I'm not able to understand what the hell is going on here? This is a request method that need to be declared. This is a query string that needed to be declared here. The script name, request URIs, HTTPS is not empty. Seems to be more of an header kind of content, but what else we can check? Proxy parameters. MIME type not gonna help. Let's see what else do we have here. Copy paste, and if I will do ls over here, we have the proxy params. Okay, let's see. Enter. Okay, these are the headers that we set. Not making any difference. Config, enter. Site. Available default. Enable default. Okay, we can check this too. But first, let's read this. Same stuff. What if this goes in? Site enable directory from enable server block configuration. This needed to be removed. Default. Okay, this is same, so we don't need to check much in here. Let's do this. Now this is more like it. Cat paste enter. What does it say? It says nothing. It's the same thing. Enable and available. Nothing changed. Clear. That means all we have is this parameter. If I will try to grab anything, it's not gonna help in any manner. If I'll copy this, go here, exploit for this. Cross-site request forgery. Let's try something that might help. Pawn. This is for DLFI, which I hardly use. Here it is. Copy this command. Triple hashes. Close it, go here, and paste. We don't need to do this. Now we need to provide the URL here, which it will be traversing. It's not a Windows, it's a Linux. BQ, port number is 80. Copy this, remove everything, clear, paste, enter. Kali -u is necessary, but it is there. Oh, we are missing the host here. It is gonna be the trick.htp, I believe. It is detecting the operating system using nmap. Only 2 minutes left and I'll be leaving. Test results, press enter and it should start replacing in the traversal. Created and sending. Yo, welcome back. Not sure if it's a brother or sister. I'll take it, brother. Welcome back. I'm just too down and my back hurts because of that. Well, I'll be leaving and it's 12 here and it's time for me to go. Here, it's time to leave. Let me see something. Okay, in my country it's 1:30. It's 1:30 a.m. Okay, it's 12 a.m. here too. And in next 5 minutes I'll be leaving because I started the stream 5 minutes late, so I'll be leaving 5 minutes late. And I hope in those 5 minutes I should be able to get something out of it. Else it'll be a problem. Then I have to fetch around some other stuff to understand how we can work around with this. I have to read way more files than if this one didn't work. And 2 minutes left. Oh, ho, ho. 2 minutes left. And when one left, I'll start yapping for bye-bye. Hehe. We'll continue with this tomorrow if Everything remains good. And this. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope everything went well tomorrow, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. There will be content. I'm just on time constraint. I cannot create videos right now. I can only do the lives, so because of that, I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you guys are enjoying your time so far. So wherever you are, if it's in the daytime, have a great rest of your day. If it's in the same zone as me and it's night, have a great rest of your night. Have a good sleep. New here, subscribe. New or older, like the stream, like the videos, and share it with others if you think it can be beneficial for other. And show your support, guys. That's what's needed right now, so nothing else. So with that said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Till then, have a great rest of your time. Bye bye.